Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture on the subject of business communication. Here we are discussing your chapter 3 types and drafting of business letters. In the last lecture, I have explained inquiry letter and order letters. And in our first lecture of this topic, we talked about all these letters in brief. Now, in this lecture, I will discuss credit and status inquiries and sales letter. So first, let's see what is meant by credit and status inquiry letters. As I said earlier, credit and status inquiry letters are written whenever customer asks for credit. So when a customer asks for credit, as a businessman, you have to make sure whatever credit amount that you are granting the customer, he will be able to pay it after the period of credit. We also considered one example in our first lecture, that is, as a businessman, when customer says I will pay the half amount at the time of delivery and I will pay the half amount after 1 month, it means he is asking for a credit period of 1 month. For example, the total amount payable by the customer is 50,000 rupees, but he is paying 25,000 at the time of delivery, and for remaining 25,000 he is asking for a period of 1 month. Then in such situation, you have to make sure if you allow him to pay the 25,000 rupees later, whether he will be able to pay it or not. That is why you have to make the credit and status inquiry, and after that you can decide whether to allow the credit period or not. So let's see. In the first paragraph, they have mentioned the letter that is written for obtaining information about a business enterprise is termed as business status inquiry letter. Generally, one business enterprise writes this letter to another enterprise for collecting information about a prospective customer. When a business firm wants to buy goods on credit, it gives one or more references to which the seller can ask for some information about the credit seekers. Usually, banks, trade association, or competing business firms are mentioned as references. The seller then writes the inquiry letter to the references requesting them to provide some information about the customer. So, as I told you, these letters are about inquiring or getting some information about your customer who is asking for credit. So, these letters are written by one business to another, and for that, the opposite party, the next person, might provide you some references, that is, bank reference, trade reference, or other competing businesses. Here I have mentioned what is the need of credit and status inquiry letter. The purpose of writing this letter is to obtain information relating to, first, financial capability or credit worthiness. So here the first point is that why this letter is written, that is, you want to make sure the customer is financially capable of paying the money that you are allowing as a credit. Second, goodwill. What kind of goodwill he has in the market, whether he has repaid the amount that he has received as credit from other businesses. Nature of business dealings, honesty, relationship with the business association. So all these things are inquired about the customer through credit and status inquiry. In the light of the above discussion, we can conclude that when a business enterprise writes an inquiry letter to another business enterprise, financial institution, or trade association to obtain information about creditworthiness or financial capability of a customer who has applied for credit purchase, it is called as business status inquiry letter. So to sum up on or to conclude this particular type of letter, you can read the last paragraph again. From the last paragraph, you can clearly understand that these types of letter are written whenever customer ask for credit. So before granting credit, you want to know about the credit worthiness and financial capability of the customer. Next is sales letter. A sales letter is a piece of direct mail which is designed to persuade the reader to purchase a particular product or service in the absence of a salesman. One of the most common ways businesses reach out to prospective client is through a carefully drafted sales letter. When writing a sales letter, it's important to stay focused on your primary objectives to ensure your marketing campaign is a success. So, in this particular type of letter, as the word says, these letters are about generating and creating sales for your business. So, in this type of letters, a letter is written in the absence of a salesman. So, this letter contains information about the product and service. And in this way, the business try to reach the customer by providing them information about the products that they have to offer or about the discounts that they are offering by writing such type of letter. Here are few objectives of sales letter. First is a sales letter aims at reaching the reader to purchase the product. Second, introduction and marketing of new products and services. Third, it introduces new goods in the market more effectively, quickly, at a lower cost, and in a wider area. Number 4, to reach potential customer. Number 5, expansion of the market. Number 6, it educates the customer in selecting the right type of goods and also in the better understanding of products and services. So from these 6 points you can understand what is the purpose of writing a sales letter. So the first purpose is reaching towards the customer, introducing your product to the customer, making sure that your product reaches wider area at a lower cost. Expansion of the market is again also possible when you send these letters to new people in the new areas. And lastly, it educates the customer in selecting the right kind of product.